alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, class. You are welcome back to Business Studies class for this term, third term academic section. The topic is personal finance. Personal finance. Jss3 Business Studies. Topic: personal finance on e-learning program for this academic section, Islamic College Oshogbo. Personal finance. When we say finance, this is a means of generating funds or money and way of spending the money in order to cater or to meet up our financial needs. So, therefore, personal finance is the income generated or income realized by individual or household from all sorts of either consumption or savings. Personal finance is an income generated or income realized by individual from all sorts, either consumption or savings. That's personal finance. Where we generated our money, where we realize our money, and the way we spend it is what we mean by finance. Where money has been generated or where money has been spent is what we mean by finance. And in this regard, we have several sources where finance do come in to an individual or even to an organization. We have money do come in to individual purse or to an organization. In a simple sense, the sources are our source of finance that they as a result of personal savings. The money saved within ourselves in our custody is either as a result of sending one thing or the other. Personal saving. You can generate our money or source of finance through borrowings. You can generate through dividend, that is gain or profits. We can also generate our money through donations. Either in maybe there's a program set up. So many people can donate as a contribution to that program for the program to move forward. Donation from either friends or relatives. That's another source of finance. Loan from cooperative society. We can get our funds through loans from society, from cooperative society. Keeping a job or having a job is another way or another source where finance are being sourced for. These are some other things, some of the sources where money comes from to an organization or to an individual purse. That's why we say personal finance means an individual generating money or funds in order to meet up with day-to-day financial needs or financial expenses. That's why we said it is a means or it means an individual generating money or funds in order to meet up with our day-to-day financial needs or financial expenses. That's general finance. And we may mention some of the sources as a subtopic. We have the definition, the sources, as we mentioned. Definitions of terms under personal finance. We have definitions of terms under personal finance. One of it is consumption. Another one is choice. Why the Third one is a scale of preference. Scale of preference. When we say consumption, we all know what we mean by consuming something, taking in something as a result of either buying of goods or services. By buying goods or services, it means for a purpose. It's not just for fun. When you buy something, you bought it as a means of maybe eating or using it otherwise. When we say consumption, it's an act of buying and using of goods and services for one benefit or consumption. That's just it. Either for a benefit or for a consumption. You can buy goods, you can purchase goods or services as a result of planning of gaining one benefit or the other from such goods as a result of consumption or benefits. Moving on to choice. Choice, we can say choice. When we say choice, this is my own choice, this is your own choice. Every individual, every human being has his own choice or our own choice of things or the other from several alternatives. Your choice can never be my own choice. That means choice means picking or selecting an item out of several alternatives to satisfy someone's personal needs. To satisfy someone's personal needs. That's choice. Picking or selecting, choosing an item out of several alternatives. Out of several alternatives to satisfy someone's needs or to satisfy someone's personal needs or wants. That's our choice. That's our choice. And scale of preference as well. When we say scale of preference, scale of preference, when we say scale, we all know what we mean by scale. Measuring of things. Which ones will come first? Which will come last? Which ones will be at the middle? Or will this plan be at par? Choosing of something, will it be at par or prefer one before other? In every sense, all needs or wants, one should come before another. One must be the most pressing ones. One must be the most pressing one. In scale of preference means an arrangement of our needs or wants according to how important they are. Scale of preference means the arrangement of our needs or wants according to how important they are to us. According to how important they are to us. That's why we can say a scale of preference is a list of items in order of importance or relevancy. In order of importance or relevancy. That's scale of preference. Note, before an individual can make any choice or can choose any items, before individual could make or choose whatever he or she needs or wants, the scale of preference must be drawn. The scale of preference must be drawn to show the most pressing needs of that person. To show the most pressing needs of that person. For example, students that are coming to the school every day, and the student needs textbooks, notebooks, biro, school sandal, uniform, and a bicycle for use. But when the scale of preference has been made, one will come after the other. Bicycle will be the last. Bicycle can be the last, but the school fees, the money for food, the writing pen and the notebook, they are very, very much essential. They are very, very much essential. That's why we say the most pressing needs is what is going to come first in the scale of preference. In the scale of preference, the most pressing needs is the needs or wants of an individual that will come first in our scale of preference. In our scale of preference. So, inshallah, when the note is given to you, you are going to see the comprehensive note of this thing. And some examples of how our scale of preference look, an example of how the scale of preference table looks like. Inshallah, in your note, you are going to get it because it is there already. As you all know, the reason why we run a scale of preference before making selection or before choosing is that human being, we are the human being. Our wants are many. Our wants are many. Are unlimited. It is the human being that we want a house, we want a food, we want a clothes, we want a building, we want a car. Is our wants. But our needs must be the most pressing one to choose. Our needs, the needs of human being, should be the most pressing needs, the most pressing one that one has to choose, because our wants are unlimited. We know that. But the scarce, but the means or the money to cater for these ones, to cater for these ones, are what? Are limited and very scarce. The money or the means to use to cater for all these our wants are limited and as well as very scarce. Scarcity of the resources. The scarcity of resources is one of the things that make our want not to be achieved. Are we there, students? Are we out there? Please, my dearest students, as you are seeing this lecture or listening to this lecture, please just go in line with what I'm trying to explain, please. Please, do not play away your time. Let's sit down and listen to what we are deliver. What we are doing. And your comprehensive notes will be given to you. And the assignment as well. You are going to get your assignment on it. So let's move forward. We have the next under the subtopic is personal budgets. Personal budgets. Personal budgets. When we say budgets, when we say budget, what do we mean by budgets? No human being on this earth will have money, and he or she will never think of planning on how to use that money. He or she must plan on how to use it. That's why budget has to be what? Has to be formed, has to be planned. So in that regard, a personal budget means an items total. A personal budget means an itemized total of likely income and expenses that is expected for a given period of time. That's just it. That's just it. That's it. That's a budget for you. A total likely of an income. How the income, the money realized, the money in my custody. How do I spend the money in my custody? As I've gotten that money, the money gotten must have plan on how to spend it as well. That's why we say a personal budget means an itemized total of likely income and expenses that is expected for a given period of time, either monthly, weekly, or yearly. either monthly, weekly, or yearly. That's why we say our personal budget is a quantitative. Our personal budget is a quantitative statement showing the plan of income and expenditure of an individual and household over a period of time. We said is a quantitative statement that shows the plan of income and expenditure. How do I plan my income? How do I plan to spend the money I realized? How do I plan to spend it? I've realized it. The realization of that money is one plan, and the way to spend it is another plan as well. That's why we say budget has to be discussed. That's the reason why the word budget has to be discussed. If you have money and you do not plan how to spend it, that means the money will be spent unwisely. The money will not be spent nice. You will not spend the money judiciously. That's why we say it is a quantitative statement that shows plan of income and expenditure of an individual over a period of time. That's personal budget for us. And this personal budget, we have types of the personal budget. We have types of personal budgets, or types of budget or types of personal budget. Budget is either you put personal or you put a ordinary budget. Either personal or government or household or organization. Budget is budget. This budget is of three types. We have three types of budgets. We have surplus budgets. We have surplus budgets. We have deficit budgets, and we have balanced budgets. We have balanced budgets. When we say surplus budgets, it's a type of budgets whereby the income of an individual or household or an organization is in excess over the expenditure. The excess of income realized or income generated or money realized or money generated within a period of time, either weekly, monthly, or yearly, more than the expenses incurred, more than the expenditure. That's our surplus budget. When we have a deficit budget, it's a type of budget whereby the expenses incurred either weekly, monthly, or yearly is more than the money realized, is more than the money in the pocket, in the purse. Our budget is going to suffer what we call deficits. We are going to suffer, the budget is bound to suffer deficit aims. And balanced budget, that's the type. Balanced budget, that's the third type. Our balanced budget is a type of budget whereby our income realized, money generated, funds gotten or realized is equal or break even. Equal or break even with that of the expenditure, whereby both the income and expenditure are the same. A balanced budget means both income realized or expenses incurred or expenditure incurred are the same or break even. All the money realized and all the expenditure both are balanced. Example, in a year or in a month, 150,000 or 250,000 is the income realized, and after all the expenses you spent based on all your plan, that 250,000 cater for all your needs, all your expenses. That means your budget is balanced. There's no surplus or deficit. That budget is balanced. But a situation whereby you have 350,000 or 500,000, and after all your expenses, you are left with 150,000. That means your income is surplus. Your budget is surplus. You have a surplus budget. But in a situation whereby you have 500,000 naira in a month, and you spend 750,000 naira in that month, that means the budget you plan for is deficit budget. It's a deficit budget. Those are the three types of budget. My dear students, in preparation of a personal budget or government budget or business budget or organization budget, this budget is of two sides. The budget is of two sides. We have expenditure side and we have income side. The income side cater for all income realized, all generated incomes, while the expenditure side cater for all expenses incurred in the month or year. To go to the uses of personal budget, what are the uses of personal budget? What do we use personal budget for? What are the uses? Personal budget, it has many uses. Just few are mentioned. One of the uses of personal budget gives an individual a sense of direction or focus on how his or money will be spent, his or income will be planned. How do I plan my income? For example, I'm collecting, let's say 100,000 naira in a month. In that month, I have to budget for the food that will sustain the family for that 1 month. And the house rent, monthly house rent is going to pay. Maybe I don't have my own personal, I've never gotten my own personal building. So I will make a provision for transport allowance that will be taking me on and off to the school. Likewise, the lesson fee for my children will be set aside. After all these expenses, then I will now deduct all this thing from the money in my hand. Maybe by the time I was planning this thing, the money planned for tallies with the income realized. That means my budget for that month is balanced budget. I have no any money left. But by the time I was planning this thing, maybe at the end of the day, at the end of the whole exercise, I was able to have maybe 20,000 left. So that means I've been getting what we call surplus budget, because there is still leftover money in my pockets. These are some other things what we are to discuss under budget, most especially under personal finance. We've made mention of one of its uses. Another one is helps to plan how to live within one's income. That's another use of budget too. Uses of budget helps one or helps an household or an individual how to live within the little amount he or she is collecting within his income. within what he or she is collecting. Another one, planning a certain budget or planning of budget from the income, from our income, makes our wasteful to be minimized. So it helps to identify wasteful expenses. Well, is this what I'm setting this money for? Is it not a wasteful thing? For example, I was planning to buy a toy dog for maybe for my child at home. And this toy dog that I'm planning to buy doesn't add value to problem at all. It creates more problem to the income I'm getting. That means that expenses on that one is a wasteful expenses. It's a wasteful one. Why can't someone use that money to buy something meaningful at all? So in that regard, another use of budget makes one to identify wasteful expenses. Which one of these expenses are wasted, are wasteful? Another one, it gives satisfactions on resources one has, no matter how little it is. Personal budgets give satisfaction on resources. One has, that's just it. The resources I have, it is what personal budget that will make me satisfied that I've satisfied my concept by planning before the end of the month. I've planned how to spend my money. So that means I'm going to gain satisfaction from the money I have, no matter how little it is. No matter how little. So I will not run out of the money I'm collecting. I will spend my money at par. I will always try to be at par based on the amount one is collecting. If you are premium, that means you are both higher. That means your income, you are still gaining more thing. When you spend below, you are going to have surplus. But when you spend at high, that is at premium, that means you are facing deficits. You are facing loss, but you can as well spend at par, whereby both income and expenses will be equilibrium will be at the same point. Your expenses will not be more than income. These and some other things are what we have for this week. This is the first lesson of this third term academic section, and the topic is personal finance. I've discussed personal finance and some of its sources and some related terms under this personal finance. The assignments, you are given just 2 assignments. In your note, you are going to see those assignments. But before the note gets to you, let me give you the question on the assignments. The question on the assignment is 1. Identify any forms of identify any 5 forms of personal finance of an individual. That's 1. Any 5 forms of personal finance. That's number 1. That's number 1 for you. And number 2, list 3 projected expenses items in personal finance. When we say projected expenses, the expenses we spent upon expenses on food, expenses on what? Expenses on food, expenses on clothing, expenses on clothing, the clothing we wear, expenses on personal care products, expenses on personal care products such as cosmetics, such as pomade, that is the cream we use to rub our body, the bathing soap, the expenses we incur on electricity. All those are items. All these are items. All these are items. Please master the assignment and try to do the assignment as well for correction purpose. This is the end of today's lecture. Inshallah, by His mercy, next week we shall meet again. Please, my dear students, my dearest student, please do not stay at home and be playing. Always relate with your studies. Do not keep your books somewhere. Do not do away with it. If you try to leave your studies for a day or a month, it will run away from us for a year or 6 months. Please, my dear students, read. Education is the best legacy and it's best for us. And as we all know that education is light, let us imbibe in studies, please. By next week we shall meet, and the topic for next week is modesty. The topic for next week is modesty, and under this modesty we are going to show how budget are being prepared, how personal budget is being prepared, and some of the latest terms that we prepare personal budget upon. Either the person preparing budget is a modest person or is an upright person or not. By next week we are going to do that. So let's call it a day. We are going to drop the curtain of this lecture here. By next week we are meeting, inshallah.